Welcome to this audiobook summary of Nudge, Improving Decisions About Health, Wealth, and Happiness by Richard H. Thaler and Cass R. Sunstein. In this insightful book, Thaler and Sunstein explore how small changes, or nudges, can influence the decisions we make in our daily lives. The authors show how we can design environments to help people make better choices in areas like health, money, and overall well-being, without taking away their freedom to choose. Let's dive into the key ideas of nudge in a clear and engaging way, perfect for applying to your everyday life. Introduction. What is a nudge? A nudge is a subtle push or prompt that encourages people to make better decisions, without forcing them. The idea is to guide choices by making certain options easier or more appealing, but still leaving people free to make their own decisions. Thaler and Sunstein argue that our decision-making is often flawed because of biases, limited information, or lack of self-control. With the right nudges, we can help people make choices that improve their lives. Human nature and decision-making. The book explains that humans are not always rational decision-makers. We're influenced by our emotions, habits, and the way information is presented to us. This is where nudges come in. The authors call the typical decision-making process for choice architecture, which refers to how choices are structured and presented. By adjusting this architecture, we can nudge people toward better decisions, whether it's saving more money for retirement, eating healthier, or even driving more safely. Libertarian paternalism. One key concept in nudge is libertarian paternalism. This means that people should be free to make their own choices, but it's okay to gently guide them toward better options. It's a middle ground between strict rules and complete freedom. For example, instead of forcing people to enroll in a pension plan, you could make it the default option, but allow them to opt out if they want. This way, people are more likely to save for retirement without feeling pressured. Automatic enrollment and defaults. One of the most powerful nudges is the use of defaults. Research shows that people often stick with the default option, whether it's the default setting on their phone or a pension plan at work. Thaler and Sunstein suggest using default options that benefit people. For example, automatically enrolling employees in a retirement savings plan increases participation rates because many people won't go through the effort of opting out. This simple change can help people make better financial decisions without restricting their freedom. Saving and health. Nudge applies these ideas to many areas of life, including saving money and improving health. The authors show how setting up automatic savings plans, or nudging people to choose healthier foods by placing them at eye level in the supermarket, can significantly improve decision-making. By changing the way choices are presented, we can help people make decisions that improve their financial stability and overall health. The power of framing. How we frame a choice can strongly influence what people do. For example, telling someone they have a 90% chance of surviving surgery sounds much more positive than telling them there's a 10% chance of dying, even though both statements are the same. Thaler and Sunstein argue that by framing choices in a positive way, we can nudge people toward decisions that benefit them. Social influences and behavior. Humans are social creatures, and our decisions are often shaped by what others are doing. In Nudge, the authors discuss how social norms can influence behavior. For instance, if people know that most of their neighbors are recycling, they're more likely to recycle themselves. By sharing this kind of information, we can nudge people to adopt positive behaviors. Choice architecture and the real world. The concept of choice architecture is everywhere in the real world, from the layout of stores to the design of government policies. Thaler and Sunstein argue that by carefully designing these environments, we can improve the decisions people make. The goal isn't to limit choices, but to make better choices easier. Conclusion: small changes, big impact. In Nudge, Richard Thaler and Cass R. Sunstein show us that we can improve our lives by making small changes in the way decisions are structured. Whether it's saving money, staying healthy, or making better choices in everyday life, nudges can help guide us toward better outcomes without taking away our freedom. The book encourages us to be mindful of how choices are presented to us and how we can design environments to benefit ourselves and others. Thank you for listening to this audiobook summary of Nudge by Thaler and Cass R. Remember, small nudges can make a big difference in your life. Stay tuned for more insightful book summaries, and don't forget to subscribe for more.